I was fortunate enough to get invited to the rap party that you guys had in Belfast, and you had just pretty much finishing up the whole series, and they asked, would I come and sort of host an evening, and I'm such a big fan of the show.
It was very good of you to come.
I loved doing it, and I'd never been to Belfast before, and that was a lovely city, and so I had a fantastic evening. But I have to say, I got to know you very well that night.
Yeah.
You gave this speech that was really from the heart about what the show meant to you and what it meant to you as someone who had grown up with some insecurities and how important it was for you to let fans and everyone know that you had grown up that way and you had had this success and you wanted to pass it on to others and share that success with them. You gave this speech and I thought, this is such a lovely man. You're such a nice guy. You really are. One of the nicest speeches I've heard in a long time.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, it was a purely emotional thing. I didn't really think about saying it before I went out there, and I kind of can't remember it all, but the kind of gist of it was that, yeah, as somebody who grew up overweight and kind of unhappy because of it, and thinking that life was going to pass you by because of it, and all the times where you just kind of go to bed and you wake up, you go to bed and you think, I'd give anything to wake up and not have this weight. And then suddenly, all the time that you're thinking that, especially when you get into, when I was in kind of 19, 20, to think, while I was feeling that about myself, David and Dan, our producers, and everybody else connected with the show, they were looking for me. They were looking for exactly me. And it was not just a case of they're going to accept all what I consider to be faults about myself, but they're going to see them as virtues. And they're going to be my key into this amazing experience and meeting all these amazing people. And if I'd have known that they were looking for me and what kind of effect that was going to have on the rest of my life, then I just wouldn't have been able to believe it. That's a shortened version of the speech. I rambled on and on.
You did not ramble. It was beautiful, and it was just as beautiful as what you just said right now. It was really lovely. Really a lovely thing, and important that people hear that.
Yeah, I think
a lot of young
so.
people out there need to hear that.
Well, I hope so, yeah.